Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help and welcome back to another video. Today, if you guys like the video, make sure to smash the like button. Anyways, in this video, I'm just going to be covering another update and kind of just going over my thoughts and opinions on it. We're getting Torva. Alright, I'm just going to move this out of the way. Anyways, here we go, guys. This is another update that I'm going to be reviewing. Next update, rewards updated. Okay, alright, power creep. It's become clear from your feedback that many of you feel it's time for a new items to claim the spotlight. Too many items have remained the best in slot for ages, and now players expect rewards that will shake up this. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. To introduce more best in slot items creates power creep, of course. Therefore, we'd like to slow the process of power creep where possible, but we're aware that we also want to provide more powerful incentives to play at difficult content. Yeah, this would make sense, right? Why would you release Torva Armor, say for example, if like Bandos was better? Like, that just wouldn't make sense. Nobody would want to do the content. I totally get what you're saying there, JX. But just from the pictures here, Torva looks pretty insane, honestly. Like, I remember it looked good, pre-EOC and stuff like that, but that looks nuts. It looks like some dungeoneering type shit. For this reason, we're making a number of changes. Okay, so rewards. Introducing Torva Armor. Okay, it actually looks, like I just said, looks really good. I'm really liking everything about this so far. I guess that's the male, female? Yeah? Okay. We received some great feedback about our Virtus armor, but it's clear that you didn't get as much excitement for it rather than having a best in melee slot. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, in light of this, we're swapping the Virtus armor from the next that it was highly requested to Torva armor. Torva is powerful armor that was once with next, yada yada blah 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 blah. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be the stats. I remember, okay, so this is going to be the best helmet in the game that provides melee strength, +8 for a helmet. The Nezinot face guard is +6, okay. The Torva plate body, a +6. And it has way better defensive stats than Bandos. And for plate legs, it's a +4. Okay, that's very interesting as well. It's going to be the best strength and the best defense. Okay, so this is power creep. Like, what? This melee armor set is considering a full helm, plate, body, plate, legs. I like that it's only 3 as well. It offers better offensive and defensive capabilities than Bandos, of course, with slight worse defensive and prayer than Justicar. Okay, so it still makes this relevant, which is awesome. Therefore, we think this makes Torva very appealing. Yeah, like, I think what they did is really good. So they made it just slightly better than Bando's armor, right? It's not super overpowered or anything like that. And then they still made Justice here worth getting, basically. I like that so far. As we mentioned above, power creep, we don't want Bando's armor to, yeah, because wouldn't Bandos just go completely down, right? We think it is a good way to keep in the ecosystem of our game and use it as a component to upgrade Torva armor. Pieces of Torva are going to drop as broken and unequipable. Okay, I like that. And must be using components salvaged from Bando's set. Okay, this is perfect. Come on, guys. This is literally perfect. This is literally like invention, basically, on Runescape 3. So basically, what I'm getting from this is that you will get a Bando's Bando's drop, and then the Bando's like chest plate, and then you need to use it on the broken Torva to make a Torva plate. Is that right? Okay, let me just read farther. There are no skilling requirements to break down pieces, but you will need 90 smithing to attach. That's interesting for sure. Okay. 90 smithing, that's pretty high, but I guess that makes sense, right? Here's how the components you'll get from armor. So a chest plate component. So is this Bando's chestplate? You get 3 components and a tasset. Why is the tasset? Correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't tassets worth more than the Bando's chestplate because of whatever that's called, the torso? Wait a second. This is actually genius of JX, because this is gonna make the chestplate go up in value to be about the same as the tassets. That's actually really smart. And here's how many components you'll need to repair the Torva. So the helm is going to need 1, chest 2, and plate legs 2. So you need 5 in total. So basically, you could get a chest plate and tassets and break them both down and be able to upgrade to full Torva. I really like that. I like what I see for sure. The broken Torva components can be repaired. Torva are all tradable, so we're considering Bando's boots providing components, but this takes away from... That's true, because Bando's boots are like, what, a couple 100k, and if they gave 1 component, yeah, I don't think that's worth doing. As detailed above, the Virtus, not good feedback, so we are scrapping completely. We'd like to introduce it as a... Yeah, because weren't they going to make new magic armor with raids 3? That would kind of just defeat the purpose of making like a full magic gear, you know what I mean? I'm kind of just skimming this. Why not both sets right now? Yeah, I guess, yeah, if they release both sets right now, it would just, you know, that's all people would be doing. Bam braces. Next is next. So we're very happy to see that so many of you are excited about the Zerite Bram. So these are going to be new Vam braces for range. Okay, 18 plus attack bonus, 2 range strength. That's cool. So they look pretty good, and they also provide a 1 prayer bonus. However, we've noticed that the 50 defense requirement looks... Oh, okay, 50 defense requirements, so Zerk builds can't have this. We'd be lowering the defense requirement. I don't see a problem with that at all, really. I mean, it's an incentive for people to build more PKing accounts. The Zerite bow, concept art of that. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I mean, it kind of just looks like the bone crossbow. Am I wrong? The Zerite bow has got a lot of great feedback, but we've noticed that many of you were hoping for a new crossbow instead, especially following the introduction of the bow of the whatever. So we'd like to introduce the Zerite crossbow like the Zerite Ram braces. Zerite crossbows were crafted from the remains of the long dead Nile, taking full advantage of the magical abilities of the ancient race. This item is a best in slot tier 80 crossbow, and especially exciting because next just happens to be vulnerable to crossbows. I don't see a problem with this at all, really. I mean, it's going to help people with the Inferno, right? Am I wrong by saying that? Might as well, really. Requires 80 range, and it comes with a passive effect that makes bolts effect 10% stronger. For example, ruby bolts would hit 22% of the target's current HP, instead of 20%, with the cap also being raised by 10%. From 100 to 110. It also has a special attack which guarantees your bolt effect. Okay. Costs 75% of your energy. That's interesting. So like Sarah, God Wars, I think you use energy a lot. Now wondering about the new crossbow. Okay. Approach with Torva. So it looks like it's gonna be costing these shards to make. I don't see a problem with that either. Lastly, some of you might be wondering about the Zerite bow. Will we ever see its way into the game? After all, a lot of you had fun testing its nice uses. We would like to clarify that we are very open to adding the Zerite bow as a reward for future content, that it fits, and there is a lot of desire for it, but we will keep your feedback in mind and let you guys know in the future. Okay, the Ancient God Sword, what? Hey, the Ancient God Sword, when Nex escapes from her icy poison, she found herself in the middle of a battle over the God Sword. Realizing the potential of this weapon, Nex arranged for the 5th hilt to be made. However, the 4 armed joined forces to imprison Nex once more, meaning her hilt never saw a use. It seems that players weren't quite sure how the Ancient God Sword special attacks would stack up against others, especially in PvM situations. We want the Ancient God Sword to excel its own way. It's not our intention to replace the existing God Swords or make this the newest one for others. For this reason, we're focused on its PvP abilities. Wow, did I read that right? The PvP abilities. There you go, guys. A PvP update. But that doesn't mean we won't create interest PvM encounters that might benefit you from this type of weapon, because that would be kind of stupid to just make a weapon for PvP. Basically, we've dedicated this change for the modded. Now you've seen changes for Nex's loot table. we hope you'll all be more comfortable with the God Sword remaining in its own niche. However, to give a little more we're increasing the damage on healing on the Ancient God Sword special attacks from 20 to 25. Okay. Looking like a decent God Sword. And then it's just talking about what's this. Before we go, we'd also like to explain a bit more about Blood Essence. Since we've previously kept those details, Blood Essence is a semi-rare drop from Nex and other various monsters in the Ancient Prison. A player can activate a Blood Essence to toggle its active state. If they craft blood runes with the active Blood Essence, they'll have 50% chance to create extra runes. Each Blood Essence has 1,000 charges, or can craft 1,000 runes per essence. A player can only have one active blood essence at a time, obviously. An active blood essence will become untradeable. This is intended to promote skilling and the complaints about blood runes via skilling. Somewhat we're aware that shops are still the most efficient way to get blood runes and hope this is providing a stronger way to craft runes for the future. This will just make blood runes go down, am I wrong? It's just gonna make skilling even less profitable, but I like it. I still like it. Nile Shard, I look at everything from the Ironman perspective, right? So I don't look at things as money, which I maybe should, but, yeah. These have, remained uncharged. Nile Shards are consumables dropped by all foes in the Ancient Prison, including Nex. They can be crushed into Nile Dust, which is a secondary ingredient in a new Ancient Brew potion. The Ancient Brew is a combine of the Nile Dust and a Dwarf Weed. Hey, we're finally getting use of the Dwarf Weed potion. Let's go, Jagex. Like, all these updates that they're doing recently have just been making older content actually, you know, good. And requires 85 Herblore to make, giving 190 Herblore experience. When drank, this boost is 5% magic and 2 prayer points. Oh, it's gonna be like that, what was that called? It was on Runescape 3. It was like a potion that you would drink and it would give you like 2 effects. Prayer by 10% and the ability to boost 5% over the player's base prayer level. Oh, wow. I like that. You can actually go higher prayer without using that weird altar. It also drains attack strength and defense by 10%. Okay, so you just drink that, then you drink your fucking super combat, I guess. Ecumenical key shards. For those that missed, you can gather 50 of those or 1 ecumenical key. Oh, so you're just gonna get other, that's another just update that should be in the game. I like what I see. Okay, yeah, I really like the Ancient God Sword. I like they're making other, like that new potion, that's amazing, especially if, you know, you can get like little slayer tasks in there that aren't killing Nex, and you can, you know, finally get use of your brews. I was just talking about that in another video, that, you know, we don't use those because we don't go ahead and get the Zamarok wines, but overall, like what I see. Thank you, Jagex, for another actually really decent update idea and things like that. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I'm going to get back to doing some herbivore myself, but yeah, I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, remember to smash the like button. And if you made it to this far in the video, go ahead and comment Torva 2021. Anyways, thank you guys, and I will see you later.